Well, good morning, everybody. This is Lawrence Spence reporting to you from the Watershed Explorers Outpost in West Houston at Westside High School. Go Wolves. And I have the status report for November. So for those of you that might have not been in attendance at the last two Board of Directors meetings, a brief reminder of the scope of Watershed Explorers. It's BPA's new community environmental education and outreach program. Our target audience is 3rd through 12th graders, and we are now also including students at University of Houston downtown, so young adults, undergraduate students. And our curriculum is place-based, meaning that we're focusing on Houston and the surrounding Southeast Texas region as our learning pedagogy. So our target audience for Watershed Explorers is 5 HISD campuses in the feeder pattern that lead to Westside High School. So this is 3 elementary schools, 1 middle school, and 1 high school so far. We also have Crockett Elementary in the First Ward neighborhood, which is not in the Westside feeder pattern, but have a long relationship with Crockett Elementary. They've always been a dependable partner school, and they're also affiliated with University of Houston downtown, which is also another dependable partner school. And with those being so close in proximity, they make great partners. So to orient you to the west side feeder pattern area, look here on the map, see this rectangular area, that is the feeder pattern for the schools that are participating in that segment. And then the University of Houston downtown, located at the confluence of White Oak and Buffalo Bayou. Very appropriate place to have a watershed education program. And then Crockett Elementary is just a few-minute drive from the university. So to date, our accomplishments is that we have over 400 participants served. We have conducted 8 field classes. We have 6 partner schools in the program, and as well as U of H downtown. 3 professional development events that we've coordinated, 1 community outreach event, 1 bayou boat trip, and 1 bayou kayak trip. So another honorable mention is that Westside students Anya Yee and Olivia DeVilliers helped us raise over $700 at the gala last month with the kayak raffle. So big thanks to them. Last month, over 90 students from Westside in the Advanced Placement Environmental Science program visited Armand Bayou Nature Center to participate in prairie restoration and aquatic surveying in the bayou, where they collected organisms, conducted a diversity index, as well as conducted some water chemistry experiments. We were able to organize 4 students to attend our symposium last month. They had a very positive experience, and we're very appreciative of the opportunity to attend. We also organized 7 students to join us at KBR's Kids Day on Buffalo Bayou last month, where Westside students helped spread the message on how to prevent non-point source pollution using the watershed model, as well as helping people identify their watershed address using watershed maps. Then earlier this month, we had 110 students from Westside visit the Warren Ranch in Katy. This property is a working ranch that is co-managed by Katy Prairie Conservancy. So students participated in sweep netting activities, observed cowboying activities, and learned about ranch management and how that works with grassland and prairie restoration. And also participated in habitat restoration by planting native species, and visited a stream restoration project on the site as well. So here is some footage, live footage of Westside wolves sweep netting on the Katy Prairie. So how about that? They were having a great time, and we're really grateful to Katy Prairie for helping organize such a valuable event for these students. Okay, so just last week we had 12 students from Westside and 3 teachers attend the Intersections Conference at U of H downtown, a very valuable conference to attend. Some great ideas spread, and our students had some very positive opportunities and a lot of great feedback from participants in the interactive sessions that heard our students commenting and discussing their concerns. At Intersections, we also had 21 that joined us on a float along Buffalo Bayou for an hour-long pontoon tour of the bayou, and then an hour-long hiking tour. So we covered some ecology, hydrology, as well as history of that significant part of Houston. And then on this past Saturday, Steve Hupp, thank you, Mr. Hupp, for helping us organize a trip using RICO and Bayou Shuttle to take 19 out on a paddling trip where we paddled up White Oak Bayou, almost to Studi Park, up into Little White Oak Bayou, and back down to the confluence. And we paddled downstream a little bit to Caroline and that spring water outfall, and then upstream to around Milam. So our attendees got to have a feel for that the Allen's Landing area and the upper up into White Oak Bayou as well. So here it is, a minute in the life of a kayak trip guide. Pretty funny up there, first mate Spence. Yeah, I got my phone out, so that'd be super uncool. Alright. Yo. Yeah. What are you saying to the kids back home? Yo, great, flexible, hardy. As fellow white guy, that was a very white thing to say. I'm with you on it, man. I get the reference. Uh-oh. The fun meter needs to be refilled. Yo. Yeah. The main wharf. Yep. Hey, left paddle, buddy. Left paddle. Left paddle. Come on, first mate. So as you can see, it can get a little tenuous on the water out there, especially when your first mate is still learning how to paddle. We had a great time. The weather was outstanding. Rico and Ken are great guides, and as far as getting the kayaks ready. And Steve came, as always, prepared, had his YSI meters and some literature, and we had the Watershed maps out and orienting our paddlers to that. So again, thank you, Steve, for helping support that event, and we're going to do some more. Okay, upcoming events. We've got the elementary classes finally booking to go to the Arboretum. They're going to go in December and January for their first trips. We've got a service project at the Indian Grass Prairie Preserve taking place on Saturday, December 3rd for our middle school and high school students. And then Steve and I are coordinating a trash-free bayou paddle trip looking at either December or January. And then, of course, Trash Bash coming up, and we're going to aim for doing some work. I put Barker Reservoir, but I mean Addicks Reservoir. So if you're interested in trying to do a pioneering Trash Bash trip with us, we're going to go out into some of the more remote areas of Barker where water comes in from Cinco Ranch and get some of the litter out of the bayou from there. Probably be some on-water litter removal as well, just to make it a little more adventurous. And then, let's see, I think that's it. This is an old slide here. So what can you do to help support the program? Well, keep helping us find future funding sources for next year. Visit with myself or Jennifer Kate about this. And then you could attend the service project in the Katy Prairie in December or a trash bash in March, and just send me an email for other ways to help get involved. So thank you. Here I am signing off, and you all enjoy the rest of the meeting. I got to go teach about the standard American diet. Enjoy your lunches.